running back searching for a hole. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And the Buffaloes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Finds us back in the middle. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster.
Touchdown, Colorado! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. The throw. Quickly complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is a type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. Makes a grab past the marker. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Leaves it with the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Got out of trouble and throws. Tosses it incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play, and now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, the offense has tried to throw the football twice now in both of those situations. They haven't come up with anything positive. You know the windows get a lot smaller down here. This is going to be a very tough play on third down.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
He'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ground.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down, TFL, second down, TFL. Now you set up third and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
He's got his man across the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Salter. Unleashes it. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
Using his legs, it's Hayden. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colorado 7, Nebraska 0.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. That's reeled in. It's Miller. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Colorado.
Maybe a little long for a field goal, definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. He's got an open man. Turning it on. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and then put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curl.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunter. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Caught in the backfield. It's Barney. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And this offense has finally put a good drive together. A really good opportunity here. Got to be smart with the football. Don't get too aggressive. Got to get points. But a chance to tie this up going into the half. And considering this offense hasn't played great, that would be a big win.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Jacksonville State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there at JSU. They'll enjoy this one all week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to test the right side with this one. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Salter. Under fire. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give it 1 to the 33. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Huskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Right down the middle. Working on the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
To the air on 2nd down. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards of field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Quarterback extends the play. Finds his man. It's Hayden. At midfield, he's got room. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Back to throw, it's Salter. With the catch, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Throwing on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Pulls it in. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Trying to set up the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Salter. Grabbed behind the line, it's Atkins. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They keep it on the ground to open the third. A stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. And sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Markway. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Got room on the return. The 10. Touchdown, Bucks. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Rutgers took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Scarlet Knights that fired on all cylinders. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The sure hands, it's Hunter. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. Setting up the screen. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Going to the running game. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's key. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunter. And the Huskers get enough for the first down. Offense now working in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Cornhuskers have it in scoring position on first and goal. He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Husker! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. And he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun to give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off play action. Floating away. Unleashes one. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense, he's got it, first down and more. And the Buffaloes have enough for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Dropping back, it's Salter. Swings it out to the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a
touchdown Buffaloes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and then put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Hunter. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Huskers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3.
Nebraska, 17.
So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort.
The run's on fourth down, still going. And the Huskers are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that fourth down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Raiola. Here's the heat. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking is harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Johnson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
To throw, it's Raiola. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Touchdown, Nebraska! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Miller.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. There he goes. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. These guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Back to throw. It's Raiola. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Huskers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. It's Hunter. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
Handoff from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll send the back in motion. He fires a bullet to the right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Finds his target down the middle.
That's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Fires toward the target. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
Of EA Sports College Football.